I'm Kelsey Starrett, and today I'll be showing you how to work the Smartboard activity for Standard 4.1. Identify and describe common geometric shapes: circle, triangle, square, rectangle, and cube. Students will be able to identify circles, triangles, squares, rectangles, and cubes. Students will also be able to draw all of the shapes listed above. The subject is math for the topic of geometry for kindergarten age children. Prior knowledge, children should be familiar with the names of the shapes. Activity 1. This activity will help students learn the characteristics of shapes. The students will try to match the word of the shape with the definition that they think goes together. Students will match the shape to the definition. You will click on the name of the shape and drag it to the column shape. They will then find the definition which they think goes with, in this case, triangle, and drag it up to the definitions column. They will continue to do this for all of the shapes underneath. And like for rectangle, I know a rectangle has 4 corners, so there are 3 different options with 4 corners, but where it says has the ... you can click on and it will read the whole definition. So that one says all sides are equal, a 3D image, so in this case rectangle just has 4 corners. Cube is the 3D image. So once the student has done that for all of them, you will click check and it will tell you which ones are right or wrong. And then once the student, if the student does have any incorrect ones, please have the child go correct them. Just click solve and you'll see all the right answers. This is activity 2. In activity 2, the description. The following activity will allow students to identify shapes with objects that they know. In this activity, students will match the shape with the description of the object that they see in their everyday life. Drag the name of the shape to the column word, and once it's finished, click check. This will tell if the answers are correct or wrong. Like the previous activity, please have them fix the ones that are incorrect. Here is a demonstration. Triangle, in this case, looks like a traffic cone. A circle is like a ball. Continue to do that for all of them. And then click solve and then check. And there they see that they're all right or some are incorrect. Activity 3. Students will drag the shape into the correct circle based on the characteristics of the shapes. Let's get all to fit in here. You might have to also fix this once you're up on the smartboard. Just scroll to fit all of the images in. Okay. With this activity, students will drag the shapes from the left side and place them in the correct category, either with corners or without corners. Without corners and with corners. If the shape is correct, it will disappear. So here's an example. Circle without corners, and here it's correct, so it disappears and is not an option anymore. If the shape is incorrect, in this case, we'll try and put the cube without corners. It will reject it and send it back over to the left side, so it's still an option. There is no check on this because it will reject it and send it over back to the left side. Alright, the next activity. This activity allows students to identify the shapes and put them with their name. Oh, let's reset that really fast. Okay. Students will drag the name of the shape to match the picture of the shape. So, a cube, just drag it, drop it right in that box, just like we've been doing with the rest. Square, right there. Triangle. Alright, in this case, we're going to put the triangle incorrect so we can see how whenever you check it, how it shows. So we'll say that is a triangle, that is a rectangle, and that the circle is a circle. So we're going to go click check, and you'll see that rectangle and triangle are both wrong with the red X next to it. So the child or the student will go and change them, drag them back down here so they can fix it, and then put rectangle with the rectangle and triangle with the triangle. And now you see that it all changed to check marks, which is great. Alright, in this last activity, students will trace the shape that is below onto the smartboard and then try and draw it on their own next to it. Using the pen tool on the smartboard, have the students trace the shape and then try to draw a line, or try to draw the shape by themselves on the right side of the shape. So students will trace with the pen around the circle and then draw their own circle over here. And continue on with all of the other shapes all the way down. And you can have many students do this, just have them erase it once they're done by using the erase tool on the smartboard. So I hope that this smartboard activity will show you more in depth about how to satisfy the standard of 4.1 for kindergarten students. Identify and describe common geometric objects like circles, triangle, square, rectangle, and cube. Thank you for listening.